Hello everybody and welcome back to a new update. I'm sorry it's been a while since the last one. It's just because I've been far too busy doing other bits and bobs. Anyway, let's get started. Right, the difference a bit on the last one to this one is obviously over here where the railer is. There's no viaducts on this one, and also changed the trackpad a little bit different on this one as well. Obviously you can see I've got a point over here which splits off over to that side. Now I'll show you a bit on that side in a second or two. So just going over on this side, you can see got some sidings and obviously engine shed. Now while I'm on this side, going forward, the idea is obviously there will be a long platform going on this side, and then obviously this is all the engine shed, and then obviously some sidings happening there, and then wow, so here you can see that point just there that goes round and then loops round onto that side, so it goes onto this cuts this inner track out, so you can obviously have something there and then go around if I want to. And then that one is going to be going to a little goods shed eventually. Well, I mean eventually, obviously once I put a goods shed there. Now going over into this corner, you can see I've got the big massive engine shed here. Because on the previous layout I had it roughly, it was just situated here on the old one, so obviously on this one I've changed it so it's over here. And then like on the old one, I used to have quite a lot of set of points going off here, and then it went round to the back to a large station. But obviously at this house I haven't got a chimney breast obviously on that side where it curved round behind, in between it all. So obviously quite a few things have changed on this one. Right, as you can see from the last update I posted, I think it was in January when I first started doing the baseboards, you can see the track has all now been laid throughout, all the way around. The track is laid on 3mm cork this time, because last time I did on the old one I just put all cork down and put the track down. This time, as you can see, I've done it a lot different. The way I fix track down is I pin it down. I know a lot of people glue it down now, but for me I just find it easier just track pinning it. Right, as well you can see anyway, I'm in the middle now. Obviously I made this time a lot wider, so there's more room to move about, because last time it was very short. I think I only had it, to about here roughly on the old one, so it wasn't as wide, so it was a bit tight sometimes moving about. But anyway, going forward, you can see on this side what I mentioned a minute ago. You can see that line goes all the way around now and then comes around to about here where the green logo is, the B17, and going off here where that point is there, the idea is to put a little cattle dock here. That's why it's just a little line there. And then obviously you can see I've got some just some stations here for temporary, how it's going to be. So obviously this platform is going to be way longer. It's obviously start about roughly about there, and then go all the way down to here, to roughly just about there, and then roughly about the same with them. Obviously they'll be a lot longer. Right, as you can see, like I said before, the track is all complete. The only thing left to sort out is put the sleepers in between where the track joins, as you can see just there. So I've got all of them sorted out. Also I've got to sort this point out just here, because the frog is not changing over on the point motor, and the point motors I use are Siebes, and they are mostly are reliable, but sometimes I've had issues with one or two, and unfortunately that is one of them. It's not working at all, so that's what I've got to do very soon. So that's it really for the time being on the layout. But as going forward, obviously, still got sort of, you can see loads missing here. Is sorting that out, and then eventually later on in the year is start building scenery up, because obviously I've got all spare corks that's over there at the minute. Now the idea is to have the raised up a bit, so obviously plaster cloth and all that, so make it quite scenic over there. That's what I'm thinking over there at the minute, but everything always changes, as everybody always knows. And as you can see on the layout, I've got trains everywhere at the minute, because obviously it's all got to be sorted out at the moment. So I'm getting there slowly but surely. Right, as you can see, these are some of the bits and pieces I use to help do the track laying. Obviously these are track setters, so obviously that's your straight one, and then different races depending on what curvature you want. Obviously the green one's a nice gentle one, and then obviously it goes, it tightens all them ones. Obviously I used pinned vise, and then these things here, which are just to help keep the distance whatever you want between the tracks. And then just here's this little tool which is made by West Hill Wagon Works, and you can pop that in between the railway sleepers, and obviously where the hole is, you put your little pin vise, drill your hole, and then where the magnet is, you pop your pin just there, and it'll guide it nicely into the hole without splitting off somewhere else, which is quite a handy little tool, that one. Right, what I do remember, you might be wondering what controller I use. I use Gauge Master controller, as you can see, and this one is wireless, so you don't have to have the wire walking around with you or anything, so that's what I have. I've had it for about over 10 years now, and never had any issues with it. And the control box is just over there, so that's just sitting there at the moment. That'll probably go just a bit under the layout, like on my old one. And then as you can see, that's the programming track that I use to put the locos on and address them all. Now you might be wondering, oops, getting back into focus, why that's there. That's what I use to dust the locos off with. And it's just a very fine brush. It's a makeup brush, and you just use that, and you can just nicely go over the locos with it and not damage them, so you can get rid of any dust or whatever on the locos and coaches and bits and bobs. So as you can see, it's plenty to keep me going. What I do remember, obviously, on every piece of track, as you can see here, I know some people do it a lot different, but obviously you just drill on either side, and then also I've got all the dropper wires going off, and I've soldered mine to the side. I know some people solder theirs underneath and on the fish plates, but that's how I do it. And obviously it'll all be weathered. Obviously this track's the new ones, and them ones are the older ones, because you can see they're already weathered, but I'll just go over that again when I get around to doing that. Right, going forward with the layout, obviously you can see still a lot of bare baseboard, and obviously it's just track at the minute. Obviously I've got loads still to do, and one of the major things is obviously balancing the track. Now, I will be getting around to that very shortly, but obviously I'm still at the minute just making sure the track works nice and smoothly so I don't have any issues. So I will be busy with that probably later in the year, but at the minute I'm just enjoying running trains and looking about with the layout. And also I think I said I've still got to sort all of the trains out because obviously I've got quite a few on the layout. So still a fair amount to keep me going, and so it'll keep me nice and busy, that's for sure. Now, so that'll be it for this update. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and it's not been too bad. So hopefully I'll do one again shortly, and I'll not leave it as long as I have been. Alright, so bye for now, and I'll see you again soon.